Hail, bird of prey! 5! Hail, Karuga!
Qapla!
Qapla!
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Garuga. That's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to tip your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
If you come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. If you're here to make war, we surrender.
Both good. The important thing is I'm meeting new people.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework factory. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. And that means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before or since. Tall words, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Bird o' Prey 5 channel. Hail Karoga.
Hello, world. Hello, world. It's Bird o' Prey 5. Qapla. Good morning. Good afternoon, whatever time it is for you. Yeah, it's a bad night. It's 4 a.m., 4:20 a.m. for me. I've been trying to sleep for a couple hours. It is not going well. I really don't know what the problem is. Kind of felt like I was about to pass out, like not in a good way. Took all my numbers. Blood sugar is good. Heart rate is good. Oxygen is good. Blood pressure is good. I don't know, a little bit of anxiety at the moment, but that's no doubt from the fact that I really am worried because I can't get in sleep. But I guess at this point, sleep is done. Maybe I can salvage a midday nap later on. I'm awake. Mama Pray's awake. Poor Sassy, she was awake too. But yeah, I figured it's been a long time since I streamed. in the early hours. I figured might as well come on, see if anyone was around, see what was going on, just talk. There's been some things I wanted to talk, mostly to myself, but talk. So I figured might as well talk. People want to listen, they are free to. Random Menace says greetings from the future. What a weird time to stream, and Resolute Germ. What's going on here? And says summer is always bad for insomnia. I don't usually have insomnia. And Random Menace says, funny enough, I had a similar problem 2 nights ago. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Joseph. And don't worry, you're going to get plenty of sleep in the not too distant future. What are you looking at, Mom? Some birds?
Look, they are.
Yeah, those are birds.
They're tiny.
Oh, those flying around the light?
Yeah.
Those are bugs.
What kind?
Moths or something.
Oh.
There's a street light out in front of the house. Mom will pray a video of what appear to be lots of moths flying around the giant city LED bright. Now, I don't think they're making noise. I think the noise is coming from the tree as the birds that's in the same general direction.
Oh. Go back to
No problem. Full moon, says Random Menace. Some people are sensitive. And Doc Jim Brony, Qapla Doc, says, yo, I hope you've been well. Well, thank you, Doc. I appreciate that. If anybody wants to come up, they are welcome. It is not necessary. I've been having a debate with myself about a number of things. The YouTube is obviously a big part of my life. And unfortunately, since the end of Picard, I found it hard to I have ideas for videos. I even have written out things and I've started things, but I find it hard to finish anything. And I'm at a point. Well, we're down. Where? When it's bad news, it's we. When it's good news, it's me. The channel is down 50 subscribers in the last few weeks. It took forever to gain 50 when Star Trek Picard started, but lose them all in 2 weeks. That's quick. That's easy. I need to figure out if my channel is a Star Trek channel or a Bird O Prey 5 channel. And to what, Mama Frey? Oh, you're talking Assassin. Okay. Hey, Random Menace Qapla.
Qapla, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you just fine.
Okay, perfect. Because I'm using a headset that I'm not used to very much, and I wasn't sure if it's going to work, but seems to be fine. Seems to be working just fine. I was like, okay, I will keep you a company for a short time because obviously it's a time where most of people are asleep.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
So why not? Yeah, you know what? When you were recently talking about it was in one of your bed lives, I think about video ideas and things that are going on and that you are losing subscribers and everything. When you look at it, you have like 2.74K subscribers. Yeah, something like that. What I see here
Yeah.
on YouTube. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know how important is to have those 50 or not to have those 50, because when you look at what's going around, it's just a small bunch of people that are actually appearing in your live streams. I'm not sure how many of those subscribers are coming only because of your Star Trek videos and then subscribe, resubscribe, unsubscribe.
Yeah,
So
that's
that's
what's
the
tough.
yeah.
I like what do I care in one respect? I got 50 or 100 more people subscribed. I mean, it doesn't really seem to translate to people coming to this live streams so much.
Does it impact your income from YouTube?
Not really. No, my income from YouTube is 90% super chats and
Yeah,
memberships,
pretty much what
channel
I thought. Yeah.
members. I mean, and not only 90, probably 99% super chats and channel
Yeah,
memberships.
because sub 3,000K subscribers shouldn't make a big difference in terms of ad revenue or something like that.
Right. Ad revenue is virtually zero. I mean, literally probably $2. You know,
It's not even a coffee.
yeah, it's not.
Yeah, but good for you that you're not drinking coffee. Is Mamo Prey drinking coffee?
Yes, Mamo Frey
See.
is making coffee.
Yeah, and when you were talking about the videos that you have like scripts for or ideas for, is it like Star Trek videos or?
Yeah, like been wanting to do one forever on various like Deep Space Nine episodes. Not a review of the episode so much of how the episodes have shaped me or whatever, my life. Like I released one that I had started, but then
But that was ages
never,
ago, if I remember.
yeah, but to a members only. It was like the one Cloaks and Shoals or whatever.
Books and shows. Yeah.
Right, yeah, about the Vedic that killed herself during the occupation. Evil must be opposed. Like that episode really changed my life, and I was trying to talk about it, and I started, but then I got lazy, and then I just never finished, and I just put out what a rough draft kind of as a members only video.
I remember that one. But yeah, that was some time ago, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so I had things like that. I wanted to finish up polish. I have things like that for a lot of episodes. Um, there was so much stuff, and I see Doc talked about political stuff. With the Cisco Day that they just did, like there, and I've got the videos downloaded, but then when I went to to try to talk about it, it's like there's no easy way, like to talk about like race things and whatnot. I was super annoyed at Sirach Lofton, who played Jake Sisko, for those who might not know. So he, they do the Seventh Rule podcast, and on Cisco Day, I woke up and one of the videos was about the guy who wrote, and it's an upcoming book. It's not released yet, but it'll be released soon, called The Autobiography of Benjamin Sisko. So it's a book written as
As Captain Cisco
Cisco,
writes
right,
it, yeah. Mhm.
about his life. And they were talking with the author, and it's Sirach, the guy Ryan, and the author. Now, I started listening. The author started talking about the book. Ryan was asking him some questions, and it was good. I thought, oh, maybe I'll get this book. At no point did race figure into my head yet. The first thing Sirach says was, oh, I thought it was so great that they chose a black man to write this book. It hadn't even crossed my mind that the author was black. Like, what does it matter? We're doing the autobiography of Captain Cisco, not Avery Brooks. And obviously, autobiography would be by the person himself. We're not, so even if it was a biography of Avery Brooks, I could maybe understand that you want a black man to write that. But Captain Cisco, like, and to the author's credit, like you could see the alarm bells going off in his head. Like every time Sirach brought up race, he tried to steer it back to it's not really about race. And it happened 3 or 4 times during the course of the interview. And to the point, like felt kind of genuinely bad for the author. Hold on, Joseph, I got to take a pill.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, like the guy kept bringing it back to, this isn't really
Because when you think about it, it's a very powerful discussion all the time in the United States,
yeah,
So, for example, here in Slovakia, the place where I live, yeah, in our tiny town that I keep calling village, we have literally one black person living, so uh and that's even something like a rarity, in a country where everybody's basically white. There is very little talk about uh, race as a topic in general, so
yeah. I mean,
that's
well,
something that is like a melting pot like the US. It's completely a different thing. But you know what?
it's absolutely.
I can give you another perspective that I saw as a short, one of those YouTube shorts where I'm not sure if it was. I think it was Denzel Washington talking about one of his movies, and they mentioned that they were glad that the movie was directed by a black director, and he said that. The movie easily could have been done by somebody like Steven Spielberg because he's a great director, and it's not about the skill of a director, but is about understanding the culture. And this is probably what is even a bigger topic than the race discussion as a culture discussion. And I assume that Cyril Glofton was very much influenced by what's the name of the episode um,
The
with Benny Russell,
Yeah,
Benny
Far
Russell,
Beyond the Stars.
Far Beyond the Stars. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, of
So
course.
so
See, it's
and I haven't watched that video or listened to that podcast, so I can imagine that it was probably brought up as well. So that could be as well one of those
I
things.
mean, as far as Deep Space Nine goes, there's 2 times that I can recall race figuring in. Far Beyond the Stars, obviously. And then the one episode of Bada Bing, Bada Bang, or whatever,
Hmm.
where Cisco tells Cassidy he thinks the whole Vic Fontaine is bullshit because black people weren't allowed in Las Vegas in the 1950s. And Cassidy correctly explains to him that, the only limits people place are the limits they put on themselves at this point.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep, but pretty much when you think about it, in a world in the world of Star Trek, this shouldn't even be a topic, you know.
exactly.
So yeah, but that book
Doc
could be interesting. Yeah.
Brony, I'm not sure if Doc, if I'm missing a joke, an autobiography, a biography. Oh, I get it. A biography written by a car. Yes, autobiography. God damn it. Okay. Sorry, it was a little early.
I should check the
Brain.
chat. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So like there, I was going to do a video on that, but then I was like, what? Why? Why do we need more racial tensions? And worse, I don't want to piss off Sirach Lofton. I mean, he's somebody who, with luck, one day I might get on another stream with again. I was on an Orville Nation stream with him once. I don't want to pick on him. Like, he's not Manu into Robbie. Fuck that guy. But it really just annoyed me because it's like I had just woke up, I was cheery, and we were talking Star Trek, and like it didn't even occur to me that the author was a black guy. To me, he was just another Star Trek fan.
Yeah. Because you don't that speaks actually.
Is it because I'm not black or was racist?
No, it's not necessary. It's because you don't care about that type of things, you know. Because I don't. Yeah,
Yeah, but
I'm not sure if you do think about those things, like if it's a like guy, white guy, if it's some Asian person, I don't
well,
care.
obviously I only look at Asian people because Cinnabon, but no, okay. Now, anytime I see an Asian person, it's got to be Cinnabon. Is that Cinnabon pretending to be
Oh man,
a
that's bad.
physicist?
It's when I was thinking about it, you know, uh, it obviously was a big thing when Cisco was introduced as the first black captain, basically being in the center of a Star Trek.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
people talking about it, big
that that
deal.
that used to be that was a big deal, but I didn't know about it at the time because it was obviously before the internet and everything, and when I was watching it with, I think, something like 1 year delay to everybody else, because as it was streamed in German TV, because that was where I could watch Star Trek at the time, because nobody was there is no Star Trek culture in Slovakia or something like that, with a country with 5.4 million people. I'm glad that I know a few people who actually like Star Trek. So for me, it wasn't about that, what I was surprised that I could see a good father, because this is something that I was missing in my life, you know, a father figure. That was something that I really liked about the character. I didn't care about Cisco being black or something. That was for me the very interesting and important part. you know so it's like a good thing that everybody can find something in that show for themselves, what is, let's say, important. Yeah, like you said, that there are episodes that influence you heavily. There are as well moments that had a really a deep impact on myself. Yeah, but maybe something completely different. So yeah. Anyway, I had an idea when you were talking about it, when you were talking about the content in general, for your channel. I was recently, what I'm doing, I'm listening to a ton of podcasts, and many of them as well are Star Trek related.
I see
And
YouTube is pushing podcasts.
yeah, and
Yeah.
and it's a big thing right now. It's a big thing right now because you have, Spotify has a whole section literally dedicated to podcasts. And the good thing with podcasts is you can upload it everywhere. Uh, you know, um, to Apple, to Spotify, to YouTube, and basically you have one content over multiple platforms. And I'm listening to a podcast. It's called Star Trek Newbies, and it's about a bunch of it's one guy who knows Star Trek, and I would say maybe on a like 30-40% of what we know about Star Trek, and he's watching the episodes with some friends. There are like 3 or 4 people, and they are talking about those episodes. And when you listen to the first, let's say, and they're watching TNG. Yeah, they started watching TNG. They are right now, I think they started right now season 5. But when you are listening to those first episodes, like when they started watching like Encounter and Farpoint, and basically season 1, how they were completely lost and how they were trying to wrap their heads around it. So, and it's always like our 10 podcast, and they are talking about gazillion different things about around their lives. Plus they are talking maybe 31st 40% of the time about Trek, and it's still interesting, because they are tying everything, they are trying to tie everything to the episode. They are trying to divert as less as possible from the episode, so that and those podcasts are interesting, and you find like a couple of those, and it's interesting to listen to it because um, usually when I'm driving, uh, or when I go for grocery shopping or something, I just put it on my phone, headphones in my ears, or when I'm driving, I'm listening to those podcasts in my car. You know,
Let me ask
so
you a question. I mean, is the podcast really just like a YouTube video without the video,
uh,
or
it,
just an avatar?
pretty much they have like animated avatars. They have like animated avatars on YouTube. It's basically like figures sitting in like animated figures sitting in 10 forward, and basically just their mouths are opening, when they're talking. That's basically it. And when you listen to it on Spotify, it's just audio, nothing else. And you know what, it's an easy content. And if you made it as not necessarily as a live streams, you can do it as a live stream, but if you record it with somebody, yeah, you can change people, you can invite people, you can change it. And when you do it as a 1 hour podcast, and you talk about an episode, and you can do your top tens, you can do the whole series, you can do whatever, You can tie it to your to the live streams. Yeah, Enterprise Wednesdays. Yeah, you watch the episode, you record a podcast, you put it up as a possibility, and it's literally you record it when you have time for it with somebody. So there is a lively discussion. You can pre-discuss before, like a script. Let's say, like some bullet points, so that you have a structure, and then you record it, and you have immediately something like 30, 40, 50 minute uh, content as
Yeah.
and you said it yourself that podcasts are heavily promoted right now by YouTube, so that was like a first idea, because usually uh, if it's not like your episode review, the only thing that you are doing in terms of Star Trek really is is the watch parties on Wednesday.
Yeah, at the moment.
Yeah, at the moment, because if there's no new content, but you could do a different type of podcast, ranting about Discovery, or something, which is something that you don't find usually on those in the form of podcast, because usually people are talking about what they like about the episode, and you could talk about what you don't like about the episode as something
Resolute
completely
Germ
strange, different.
says just start labeling Birdlife as a podcast. That's why I don't really get the difference. What makes Birdlife not a podcast?
It's a live stream, because it's a live stream, and you are
I
interacting
guess
with
I'm
the audience.
answering. Yeah, I'm answering live chat.
Yeah, you are basically reacting to live chat. You are, and this is something that you cannot put out. Okay, I'm not saying you cannot put it out as a as a podcast. The problem is that if I should listen to it without necessary reading the
Being
chat,
able to read it. Yeah,
yeah, it loses certain appeal.
I see that. I understand.
And if you have a pre-recorded podcast with somebody, like, it can be like a dialogue of two people. Red Letter Media, their videos could be easily considered podcasts, when they are reviewing episodes. And some of the reviews are hilarious. I'm not sure if you're listening to them.
Oh, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, so that is a form of a podcast where the good thing is they know each other like for ages, so they play off each other very easily. So it has a good flow, and if there's something that doesn't have a good flow, you can edit it out. That's another thing um, that's different to a live stream. You know, so that's I think relatively easy content to make. Yeah, because you don't have to be on camera. You can have, let's say, like screenshots from the episode for the YouTube video, and as I said, you can upload it on other streaming services like Spotify easily as an audio recording. Yeah, you have you take some music that either, because I think you have like what are those paid services where you get like music, or if not,
Well, yeah.
yeah,
I mean, I
or
had.
yeah. So and some of those you need to decide if you want to do it. There are tons of podcasts, basically just the audio. There is no intro, there's no outro, there's nothing in between. It's basically just, hi, here we are with another podcast, and then they start talking, pretty much. There's an introduction.
Yeah, thank you. That sounds
Yeah,
You should check a couple out.
Yeah, and the thing is, you can invite, you can invite different people even from this community to about episodes, and you have here in the community really people who have strong opinions about things. I can imagine that having a discussion about an episode of Trek with Mr. Londell, you know could be interesting because he's opinionated and he's not shy to put out his opinions, you know. And then you can have with Salty something. You can have with myself if we agree on a recording, uh, and
It's better
so
do
on
it
and so
soon,
on.
then.
So
You're not going to have a lot of free time in
that's
a few months.
that's pretty much a fact. Yeah, I don't, I won't have. That's why I just mentioned it, and then I realized, oh no, because with the baby on the way, yeah. Basically, this funny enough, the stroller came today, so and like three big boxes with baby stuff came in today for I think 1,400 euro. My wife paid for it.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's a nice stroller, I hope.
Babies are expensive and it's not even born. So yeah, so this was like an idea, and I see that there is like ton of people who are watching it, and then of course for example, the podcast that I was talking about, I found them on TikTok. Basically, they just put like 2 minutes from the podcast that was like filled with like keywords or something. They put it on TikTok. Once again, just an audio with some screenshots, or no, there is actually like a video from the series playing in the background, and they're just talking, like a voiceover. uh and they were making fun of when I found out, I think they were reviewing the episode Loss, where Troy loses the ability to telepathically communicate with others, and they were making fun of some of the scenes, um, and they put some video in the background, and this is how I found the podcast on TikTok, and then I found them on Spotify, and then I realized, okay, they have it as well on YouTube. Then at one point, since I have an iPhone, it popped up on my Apple Music, so it was or Apple, whatever service it is called. I'm paying for Spotify, so I'm not listening to those services most of the time, but so this is how I found those, and I see how their subscriber count is going up. So
Nice.
a Resolute Germ, not the 1,400 wasn't for like a stroller. It was like for the whole delivery, but the stroller was I think something like 800 or 900. Yeah, that one was expensive, but it's like with everything, like all the possible combinations. It's not a stroller. Is it a stroller? How do you call it? The basically, like the
Yeah, we
base, and
call it a
then
stroller.
is it a
It's
stroller?
what the
Okay, okay.
baby, you push the baby around.
Yeah. Before the babies start push you to the limit, pretty much. Give me a second. I can. Uh, Star Trek newbie. Yeah. And on okay. And they have like 24.1K subscribers on just
Yeah,
by doing the
that's nice.
podcasts. Yeah. So literally and the 24,000 subscribers is a number of subscribers that can already create, I think, a nice you know, monetary incentive. I just
Oh, yeah, I could imagine.
I put it in the private chat. I
Oh,
mentioned
thank you.
if I want to do like a necessary advertisement for other channels for competition,
Yeah, I gotcha.
but in the
You
private
could
chat
put it in the
you
you could
can
put it in the chat. It's fine. If you wanted to. I don't.
it's
Listen to the podcast at newbieStarTrek.com.
and they have like a web page and everything. So it's a whole like a package basically what they are doing on social media, and it's basically just uploading the same stuff all over all the platforms. And with a podcast, it's very easy,
Mhm.
because you don't have because if you record your voice or other voices, you don't have to pay attention um, to like content matching and that type of stuff, so why not? As an idea, and this is something that I would definitely listen to.
No, thank you. I appreciate it.
Because the moment you start talking about like literally scripted videos, it's ton of work. It's ton of work, and the return on investment is questionable, because you have the few dozen people who watch everything that you put out. Then you have maybe a few hundred that show that watch the videos that you are putting out, and then you have basically, I don't know how many of the subscribers that you have are basically subscribed and didn't watch a single video in an eternity, basically since your what was it,
Game of
the
Thrones.
Game of Thrones video. Yeah, exactly. How
Yeah.
many of them are basically just dormant?
I
It's
think
nice that you
YouTube
have it. It's nice having
cycles
them.
those. I think YouTube cycles a lot of those accounts out. I
Yeah.
don't know. But
But anyway, that's like I call it like easy money idea. If you're interested.
might try it. Thank you.
I'm not sure. This is good. This is like this is like membership stream for free.
I'm glad you enjoy it. Yeah, I'm sorry I don't get to speak more. I know we used to do so many morning streams, even not on mine, just other people channels, and all like the morning streams kind of fell apart.
Yeah, this is
COVID.
one of the things that what Captain Fandom was doing, and those streams. Some of them were like less interactive, but I remember a few of them really great that went for hours and hours and hours. Yeah. Yesterday there was the DJ was streaming, but I don't know at what time it was for you. I think because I'm losing count of time throughout throughout the days recently. So yeah, and many of the streams I'm just very late to the party because I don't know if I'm not checking properly my notifications, or my notifications suck, or I'm subscribed to too many channels at this point. I was even thinking like, okay, there are like ton of channels that I'm not even watching single videos from them, and I'm subscribed, I'm only getting the notifications. So I'm just turning off the notifications. I'm not necessarily unsubscribing, because uh, if I subscribed once, it means that I was interested in it,
Yep.
but I need to turn off at least the notifications, because
Yeah, I actually yesterday turned off notifications on a few channels that not smaller, bigger channels that I just never go to anymore. And I'm like, well, why get the notifications?
So
Right.
definitely, because when I'm looking at the notifications, it's like extreme number of notifications, and then easily good videos get lost or something that I'm interested in. Just to have it in the background, just listening to the stream or something
Mhm.
while doing other stuff. Why not? So, but
Resolute says it's good you've already adopted to baby time. Morning and night have no meaning.
yeah, that's probably a fact. And but honestly, since okay, we have the system here is obviously different than in the United States. So um, my wife will stay with the kid for about 6 months. Yeah. And the good thing is that for the next 6 months we will switch, and I will stay with the child at home with little Olivia. Without
You get 6 months to a year.
uh
Your wife gets 0 to 6. You get 6
yeah,
to
yes,
12.
pretty much, yeah, something like that, 0 to 6. And because she's starting her maternity leave, I think mid-July. The baby so the last month she already is not working. Then the baby comes in August, and then she will stay with the child for 6 months. So, something like until I think it looks like until February. And the good thing is that um, the fiscal year for the company that we're working for starts on February 1st. So she will basically come back for the new fiscal year, which is really like a very important date for the company always. And I will go on leave for 6 months. And the good thing is that for in those 6 months, in the 6 months period, you have your job guarantee, and everything is basically fixed. um, because in general how it works here, it's a very interesting. um, a mother can stay with the child at home up to the age of 3 years, and the company or the employer cannot basically terminate the contract in those 3 years. Yeah. The problem is obviously what happens the day after. After those 3 years, the mother comes back to work, and the contract can be terminated. In those 3 years, the company doesn't have to keep your job position open. Obviously, it's only the first 6 months. So if they decided, okay, you can stay with the company, we're not firing you the day after you returned. Um, uh, they are not obliged to give back the same role that you were in. So let's say you were a manager in a people manager with a team of XYZ people. You come back after 3 years. Yeah, you can basically get a job uh, as like an entry level job in the company, and you are back at square one. So that's why we are talking about those first 6 months. That she will stay at home 6 months, and then I will stay at home for another 6 months. And Resolute, that's a rather extreme amount of leave. Yes, I agree. The thing, however, has as well its negative side, because for the first 6 months you get up to 80% of your salary. There is a cap, obviously. Um, let's say just to put into perspective, the average wage in Slovakia is and I might be off, but not by much. Something like 1,200 euro. Yeah, I know it might sound shocking. It's very low, but as well the cost of living and everything you need to put into perspective, all the the whole situation, the whole package. So let's say the average monthly salary is 1,200. The minimum wage is something like 700. Yeah, just to understand. Um, and when you are earning more and more and more, you can basically, there's no cap how much you can earn. Yeah, but with the money that you are getting, then in the first 6 months you are kept, I think, there's a cap, I think, at 1,800 or 1,900 euro per month. Yeah, and afterwards it drops to social security, which is something like 400. Yeah, which is basically nothing. It's so that you can cover the cost of diapers for the baby, and maybe some basic basic food for the baby, but otherwise you're done. Yeah. And so we decided, okay, we will take the cuts, obviously my wife the first 6 months, and I will take the cut for the other 6 months. But definitely it's worth the while stay home with the child and take care. Yeah. Plus, we have the grandparents living close by, so it's another is as well a good thing. And then when the kid turns, I think, year and a half, you can start with daycare. Uh, the daycare is, we have two types of daycare here. One is like literally like private daycare, which costs you such an amount of money that it's for people who have like an average or below average income. It makes no sense to put the baby there. So that's the reason why the mother stays then at home like for the 3 years. Yeah, or year and then from the age of 3 you can put the child in a kindergarten, which then costs you not like 400 or 500 a month. It costs you literally like 50 or 60 euro a month. Yeah, so then it makes sense to put the child into daycare or kindergarten at the age of 3. Yeah. So I think that's in a nutshell how the system works here. So it's completely
That's,
different to what's happening in the
yeah,
United
no,
States,
it's
for example.
good system, I would say, for you, for the people that use it.
Yeah, and and the funny thing is that when you have like 2 children or 3 children, and the children come in periods of like, let's say, those 3 years, it can easily happen that the mother can stay almost a decade at home, but then it is really problematic because um, with everything, how everything is
Pretty-
changing, how good will you be in on the market, you know,
I was gonna
after
say, even
being
just 3 years,
even
you
3 years.
know, it's starting at entry level. I mean, you could lose a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah.
changes and whatnot.
And
And
hello,
good
Yvette.
morning, Yvette. Yes.
Yeah.
Hello. Just
I hope I'm not
waiting.
I'm not boring you here.
Yeah,
Every-
for me, I find it fascinating.
yeah, so that's why I said, okay, we will stay. We will do it like this. We will take some cut because obviously, child is a purchase with the worst return on investment, but yeah, we're looking forward to it. So
Yvette's waiting for a shopping delivery, then off to the lab.
crunching numbers, checking the universe. Yes, if it's still
She's creating black holes. He's trying to destroy the planet.
Open portals to different universes.
That would be nice.
I'm not sure.
No, open the portal to the universe where I'm super rich and also super generous to myself. Send money to my other selves in other realities.
The problem is it the same money? You know, maybe or maybe just the
Well, it
universe
has my
where
picture on it.
where let's say you know, like a different universe where diamonds are worthless, and so
Mm,
your other self can send you like diamonds, you know, because currency can look different, but diamonds are diamonds in all
all we
universes.
have is this worthless gold. We'll trade
Yeah.
it for your very, you know,
Yvette says I'm working on it. Okay, Yvette, let us know. Yeah. Because you
some
know,
other reality uses McDonald's French fries for currency.
currency.
There's no shortage of them. No, you can go to an
And
old
yes, Yvette,
car.
that's why it would have to be, you know, like in a very like in small amounts, like literally just to make it. No, because there about mining asteroids, you know, and how everybody on the planet would be rich. So, that was stupid articles written by somebody who has zero knowledge about
Mm.
economy. You know, like everybody would be rich. No, because the material became immediately worthless. And
Imagine
Genjak
though
Ben, hi.
if we were on a planet made of diamond, people would be, you know, if somebody hammered in the wrong spot, they shattered the entire planet. It'd be
First of all,
illegal to dig.
probably the pressure would be there too high to for humans to survive if the whole planet was a basically
Ken Jack Ben, good morning. Says greetings and salutations from
everybody
Vallejo,
would be sparkly.
California. Pumpkins for Bird. Thank you, Ken Jack Ben.
Everybody would be sparkly. Yes, pretty much. Uh, it's like I think the only mining that would make sense in space right now is literally for getting, and not even mining, it's like getting water, you know, like so that you don't have to transport all the water with you, but getting it from alternative sources, because right now only bringing water to the space station costs like a fortune. I think it's the most expensive thing that you can the most expensive water that you can have is the one that travels to the space station.
Good morning, Mikey Qapla. You know what? I
Yep.
want to put a vending machine on the space station. I'm going to talk to Elon Musk, see if he can't send up like a Coca-Cola and a candy vending machine the next time he shoots up a rocket. And I say, well, we can charge whatever we want.
how does
Charge ten
C how
dollars
how
for
does
Coke.
CO2 behave then in they have lower I think they have lower air pressure at the space station. I think it would basically, the cans would basically explode. I mean, I don't mean like they would explode, but when you open it, it would fizz out like immediately. Because
Yeah,
when you think about it, even when you are in an airplane, you know, where the air pressure in an airplane is only slightly lower, you know, how spark basically
I'm
CO2
sure
drinks
we can
behave.
adjust the amount of CO2 to make it
Yeah,
safe to
if
open.
it says it is not good in space, yeah, I can imagine. Because I saw a video about a guy basically shaking a can. Hi, Mikey.
Hello, Random Menace. How are you, my brother bird? Qapla.
It might be
Thank you for
a
inviting
block.
me.
Everybody's welcome this morning. I don't know
Yeah.
for how
I
long
just
we'll be
wanted to say to
going.
you quickly, came on you. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Congrats, by the way,
Well,
Mike P.
you were
Hughes
in for a little bit, and
had
then
his first live stream yesterday.
thank you.
Joseph.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was wonderful.
really?
Yeah, we
Really?
had.
Okay, so Mikey, did you post something in the chat? Put,
No,
put,
we did the stream. Yes.
yeah, Mikey, just put a hello in the chat, and I will check out your channel.
Okay. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
we
you
have
Just a
did.
hello because then I can click on the three dots and
Okay.
basically subscribe.
I go right to my channel and subscribe, please. I'm at 83 subscribers, so I'm 17 away from 100. I know. Jill and and Pop and Gorillas are all like, yeah, we're like over 400 and all this stuff. I'm like, you know what? It doesn't matter to me. If I reach 100, yay, great,
Well,
wonderful. But I'm
you
not.
know, the Random Menace was my 205th subscriber.
Yeah.
So
That's
for
awesome.
you, Mikey, he'll be even lower.
Yeah, he'll be like my 84th or 85th. Uh, last I looked at, so it looked like it was about 83. So that's fine. That'll help me along. We had a pretty good chat. First of all, I wanted to apologize because I know originally I had it set for next Wednesday, which was June 7th, but due to circumstances, I basically explained it as due to circumstances beyond my control, I was unable to have the chat as planned. So I decided to move it up to yesterday because it was convenient. My wife, went shopping. We paid our bills for the month, got all that taken care of, and so she went out, and then I did a 3 hour stream. So, it was fun. We discussed about the James Bond franchise. Jay Aldridge and my friend Daniel's Hot Topics were in the panel, and we had, like I said, Bird came in. We had John DeMarco, who was first to show. That was cool. We had Yvette. We had Gap After Dark. We had Gorillas. We had also, yeah, I said Yvette. LDG, Free the Net was in. And we also had my buddy, Trusty Ape, who is also a Daniel. So, yeah, we had a couple of people come in and answering questions, and it was just a nice general chat about the whole James Bond thing. We didn't really go into the movies too much, but we just kind of I threw some questions out there to the panel. I asked, what's their favorite Bond film? What was their worst? Favorite Bond villain? Favorite Bond, girl or villainous? And then if somebody has never seen a Bond film,
You got to leave some of it for them to see. Don't
yeah,
take all the mystery out.
yeah, no, but Gorillas. This is funny. Funny fact: Gorillas has never seen a single James Bond film, so we had to recommend a couple to him.
Yvette says, so Bird, you couldn't sleep either. I saw the sun come up before I passed out. Then Alexa scared the shit out of me and woke me up. I'm sorry to hear that, Yvette.
Excuse me, sorry.
Resolute said he missed that yesterday. He's going to have to go back.
So we were talking about James Bond movies. Okay.
Sorry.
Could you guys talk
Bond
about
movies,
that
yeah.
for a minute? I need to be right back.
Yeah, sure. No, it's
okay, sure, Bert.
And Mikey, what's your favorite James Bond movie?
Well, My favorite one, actually, it goes all the way back to between 1964 and 1965. It was Goldfinger for me. It came,
Goldfinger. Okay.
yeah. I was born in 1965, so when Goldfinger was out there, and my dad, uh, he didn't. Well, that was the very first movie I got to see, but he didn't take me until I was at least 3 or 4 years old. That's when
Hmm.
they were kind of like, bringing the first three Bond films back, and then also they were running Thunderball at that time, and they were running Goldfinger and Thunderball as a double feature. So my dad said, "Well, I think you can handle Goldfinger, from what my mother recalled, but not Thunderball." And I said, "Well, my dad just took me to both of them anyway, so." Yeah, and I was just like 3 or 4 years old when I saw them, so it was, you know, it was fun. So
Yeah,
Goldfinger, yeah, Goldfinger has always been mine.
it's funny. Just to reply to Yvette, how's the baby room coming? Yvette, the baby room is coming up just fine. I just mentioned it earlier when you were not here that we just got a delivery of like the stroller came and like ton of other stuff that my wife ordered. We have what is it called, carpenter? Yeah, carpenter working on some additional furniture right now, so it's coming along. Very nice.
So when does your baby due, Randall?
August. The baby's coming in
Nice,
August. Yes,
nice.
some people in my age have already like grandchildren, and we are having our first child. Yeah.
Congratulations.
So thank
I'll
you.
be we're saying we'll say we my folks are there, with Eucharistic ministers with the Catholic Church, and they also work with other uh, church organizations, and they send prayers to everyone around worldwide. So
That's nice.
I can have them send prayers for you guys for your newborn, and I know my wife is a minister for Universal Life, so she'll send prayers, and I'll send prayers. So
Thank you. Thank you.
yes, I hope
Appreciate it.
everything turns well. Yes,
I hope as well. That's the main thing for me. That's that the baby comes healthy and it's just doing well.
and
Literally. Yeah.
and
Thank you.
it looks like Bird of Prey. You have a question from Ken Jack Ben.
Yeah, I see. Thank you guys for taking that for a minute while I was away.
Oh,
First, Nemesis of Eden says, "Hail everyone, hope you're all doing well. Thank you, Nemesis of Eden. Qapla." Um, and Ken Jack Ben says, "Bird of Prey, why did the French fry queen leave the burger because his whopper was too big to eat?"
wow, where'd
I
that
hope,
joke come from? You should have
thank
seen it.
you, Ken
Yeah,
Jack Ben.
yeah, Bird. I got to tell you something that was just too funny, and I had to stop Gorillas because he's a brother of ours, and you know how he just loves to go off on things and stuff. And when we were talking about Bond women, he used the T word, okay, for like the front of the woman and everything. I was like,
A
I'm like,
what
dude,
word?
I don't want to really say it because I don't know if I get you in trouble or something. Let's just say breast. We can say that much, I guess. But he was using the other words for besides breast. When in comparison to when we were talking about Bond women and who was your
Ah,
favorite and so
yes,
forth.
I gotcha.
And like I said, because this guy has never, because my brother has never seen a Bond film, so he was saying, whichever, Bond woman it is, who has the best figure, and he was just using some, you know, a little bit of racy speech, and I was worried because, like, hey, I was like, Gorillas, please, brother, don't get me in, YouTube jail.
I don't think
I've
you
been
go
there
to jail
before.
for saying tits,
Yeah,
but that's
titties,
okay. It's okay
titties.
on my
Yeah,
channel, but
yeah,
you can have whatever rules you want on yours. That's
right.
completely up to you.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, no, it was really Jay that was kind of laughing. Jay Aldrich was kind of laughing when he said it, and he said tips, and then he said titties, and I was like, oh, well, oh, okay, well, when it comes to women, the Bond women and so forth, I really don't care because I have a beautiful. She's my own Bond. Suzanne is. She's my in this case Tracy Bond, from Honor
Yeah.
Majesty's Secret Service. So, yeah, well, yeah, Sci-Fi Nation.
Qapla, Sci-Fi Nation.
Qapla. He's saying bird.
Yes, Sci-Fi
Oh,
Nation is the Kurogan
yeah.
propaganda minister.
And Yvette says boobies. Oh, okay. Yvette, if you're educated and happy with that, I'm happy with what you just said. And she was wonderful, Yvette. Thank you for coming to my stream. You were awesome. Uh, okay. You want to read that? Go ahead, Bird. I think that's for you.
Nemesis of Eden says, thank you for doing the fundraiser for Pops. You are a gentleman and a scholar. Well, to be fair, I'm simply promoting the fundraiser for Pop Culture Curator, and I will put in the link to that again for anybody who doesn't know or may not know. Our good friend Pop Culture Curator is going through some serious medical issues and reluctantly agreed to a fundraiser by the community to help him with his bills because he's can't work for the moment. And he needs to worry about rent and his pets as well. So he's in a really tough position. So if you can give even a few dollars, please do. If you can't, please pass along that link to anyone else you might know, and like your Facebook groups or friends or Twitter, tweet it out, whatever you can do. Maybe.
And just to add to that, prayers do help. So even if you can't financially give, and we all understand, we're all my wife and I are on a fixed budget, so it's hard for us, but we do have the power of prayer, and we can share that with others and spread it. And when I talked to Jay earlier in my stream, he said that he got Pop's first name and went ahead and put it forward to his 5 prayer groups that will be praying for him every step of the way. So, on that note, there, Jay, thank you. I appreciate that.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
Ken Jack Ben says, someone I know said they went to a currency exchange after being on a trip overseas, and the guy behind the counter says USD, and he replies, do I have to? USD. Someone I know at currency exchange.
Yeah, but I think it means something like, do you want me to do this here? USD.
Wait, do you get that, Mama Frey? Mama Frey doesn't get it. I'm not sure I
Yeah,
get
Random
it
gets it. Random gets it.
Let's try this again. The guy behind the counter says USD. USD. USD.
Yeah,
And he replies, do I have
like,
to?
do you know?
USD.
He says you should there or to sit down. Yeah, it's there or something like that.
Somebody please explain it to me.
Probably a little racy and.
I know it's racy.
Yeah, explain it clear.
I need the explanation.
Yeah, it's
Joseph.
Nations is how about boobies? Boobies? Oh no, Wi-Fi. Whatever the
Captain Infinity, Qapla, Captain Infinity says, "Yo, Wi-Fi, what happened to Apex?" Sci-Fi Nation.
I don't know.
He wanted out. JP says, "Wait, it's 4:30 a.m." Yvette says, "U.S. dollars." I know what USD means.
Yes.
Don't get it, says JP. I don't get it either. Sci-Fi said, "I'd come on." Sci-Fi, the link is there for anybody.
Oh, and thank you, Nemesis. He thanked me for my stream, so I was reading that.
Very cool.
Yeah, thank you, Nemesis. I appreciate that very much. We did have a good stream. It was my very first one, and I really enjoyed it. And I hope I can do more. I'm just trying to get some ideas, and I told them if you go to my community page under Mikey_Sus4, just put suggestions there and let me know, and I will do the next stream based on your suggestions and your ideas. So thanks, Nemesis.
AP says all I can think of is he's going to get the D. That's what I'm thinking, but I just don't understand.
Bird, U.S.
Your ass.
Your ass, D.
Yeah.
And he says, do I have to?
Yeah, something like that.
Welcome,
Oh.
Sci-Fi Nation.
Hi, Sci-Fi Nation.
Bird, hey, panel,
How you doing?
I'm good. How
Listen,
you doing?
I-
Hail Kuroga, by the way.
Hail Kuroga.
Qapla, Hail Kuroga.
Qapla, hail Kuroga.
Qapla.
See, I don't think Yvette got it either. She thinks there's something to do with the exchange rate.
That's the thing. That's what she gets for thinking.
Captain Infinity says, I got 2 hours of material from your 1 minute, Nemesis.
Yeah, that's what you get for thinking, Captains.
19 hours of
thanks,
live
Captain.
streaming this week.
You know what?
And the
I
1
am.
minute of interesting conversation
I am the Kurogan Minister of Propaganda.
comes from Nemesis of
You don't have shit, El Capitan. I'm just gonna say that right now. You ain't got nothing.
And I apologized. I don't mean to interrupt, but what I was saying was I apologized on my stream before I started it yesterday. First, for the fact that I actually moved it up, because I told some people, including anti-derivative Jill and
Anti-disestablishment Jill, as Captain Infinity would call her,
was with Captain Infinity. Well, she was there with Captain Infinity and PvP and a bunch of people last night or the other night before, and I got into a shouting match with Captain Infinity. I know he's not going to say anything right now.
No, he won't. He will never come out and say he did something, will he?
Yeah, but I said some things which were hurtful, and I apologized on my stream before I started it, and apologized to Jill and PvP and Pop because he was there too, and
Pop
I
was
just
there,
and a bunch of people. So I said I was sorry. I said
You had a shouting match with Captain Infinity?
I was going some rounds with him. Yeah.
You were going rounds with Captain Infinity. Here's the best thing you can do when you go rounds with him. Just look at him and say, "You're a dink." That's the best thing you can do.
No, I just called him a British bastard.
No, he's not even. He's not. No, see, you fucked up. He's not.
Okay. Let's not talk about somebody who's not up on the panel.
Well,
Sorry.
no, I know. I know for a
question.
fact he's not British. He's Polish.
He's Polish.
Yes.
Oh boy,
He grew up. He grew up during the Cold War.
Jack Ben says USD stands for you suck dick. I don't get the
Or United States dollars. Which one?
Oh, aren't you nice, Captain? Oh, he's offered me a gift of what do you call it? Consolation prize.
There you are. You're not invisible. No, you were if you said anything before that.
Bird, if you can, give Captain Infinity, give him the benefit of the doubt. He is a friend of mine, so please give Infinity.
I'm not. There's nothing I need to give him the benefit of the doubt for. I have no problem with that.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
Yitza says I gave the answer 2 times.
You said Yitza. It's pronounced Itza.
It's Yitza.
It's Itza. There is no Y.
Yitza, that is the very first comment I see from you.
Itza even told me there's no Y in it.
There's the Yitza, which is correct? Yitza or Itza?
Itza. There's no Y.
All right. I always want to hear from Yitza himself. Have I been saying Yitza wrong the entire past 5 years?
Yeah, like you say Mario the wrong way, you think, for fuck's sake.
Itza has a video about the pronouncing of his own name on his own channel.
Yes, he
And I
does.
just pronounced it the same way he did.
Yeah, exactly.
Joseph did.
There is a Yitza.
There is no yeah. There is no Y in it.
It's a J.
It's J, but it's
Yeah,
it's
my name has a J in it. It's pronounced
Yitza.
J.
Bird says it correctly. There you go.
Okay,
It's
there you go.
lemon. It's
Because Bird said so. Hi, Birdle.
Itsy lemons. Itsy lemons.
Yitza lemons. Fuck's sake. Oh, you got me saying.
Excuse me.
Yitza lemons.
Yvette just laughed at us, or with us. I don't know.
There is a J that sounds like a Y. My bad. Yitza. It's a lemons.
Okay, let's ask Random Menace a really cool question. So, you believe your newborn will be coming in August, correct? So you said, did you tell us like what date?
Wait,
in
who's
August
got a
you're-
newborn coming?
Yeah, in August.
Random Menace.
Random Menace.
Oh, you do, bud.
He does.
Joseph, you got a newborn coming, bud.
Yes, I do. A girl.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah. So what date in August are you hoping for, Joseph?
When it's time, it should be somewhere between
Yeah,
the 20th
when the
and the
motherfucker
26th.
pops. Yeah, when
Come
the
on,
motherfucker
sci-fi.
pops out the pussy, then we're
If
gonna
I
be
let oh man.
Sci-fi. Come on, please.
well, just saying.
Dang. Yeah. So when in August you said, my friend? What?
Between 20th and 26th.
In
good
June or August?
No,
August.
August.
Okay. End of August.
Yes.
Nice.
There may be a chance-
Joseph,
may
I
be a
just want to
chance-
say, I might fuck with you. I might say a lot of shit, but Joseph, you know I love you, bud. I got nothing but the best for you. Thank you for being such a good friend to Bird and the rest of us. Thank you, Joseph.
Thank you, Nemesis. Yeah.
And especially because Joseph, you, just like Captain Infinity, also grew up in communist time. So thank you, Joseph. No, I'm serious. Captain Infinity, believe it or not, grew up in communist time, just like you did, Joseph. So, I want to show him that, hey, there's somebody else here that grew up in communist times that can still hang out and have a good time, right?
Take care, Nemesis of Eden.
Yeah. And my other brother, Resolute Germ, is in the chat. Hello, Resolute. Good to see you.
Resolute Germ, hey, how you doing, Germ? Good to see you, bud.
What time is it for you, Sci-Fi? I mean, I'm not even fully awake, and it's like 5:40 in the morning.
Yeah, that's what time I got. Yes.
Christ.
Good morning, Tim.
Hello, Timmy.
Hello, JPs.
Hello, JPs.
Timmy.
Oh, he's saying, are you drunk? Come on.
No, I'm not. That's the thing. See, everybody.
You're clearly something sci-fi.
I am animated. I am animated, yes. But the fact
You
that,
are inebriated.
the fact that, no, I am not.
Yeah.
I am not. The fact
Okay.
that people want to say that is fucking. It is truly. How should I say this? It breaks my heart because.
Well, you're one of two things. Well, three things. Drunk.
No, I'm
high,
not nothing.
or
I am
retarded.
anything. Fuck off. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna boot stomp you.
Only
Fuck
I
outta here.
boot people. But I really
I
feel
am
like
not.
you.
I am not. I have not been, and I will not be. I've not been since the fucking shit happened to me a few months ago. Right? And for the fact that anybody wants to try to say I am, fuck you. For even trying to fucking bring it up.
Well, to be honest, you just don't sound like you normally sound.
Yeah,
when you're-
I'm not sound like I normally sound because y'all used to hurt me when I was drunk. Fuck you. And now you want to say I sound like I'm drunk when I'm not? How the fuck
Well,
does that
I would say you're drunk or high or something.
or no, that don't even work like that. Fuck you.
Well, okay. How about you come back in a few hours and see if you say
I'm
anything.
complete. You know what? Come back on my stream sober. See how you are.
He's always
Okay.
sober.
Exactly. So am I. Let's see how it plays
You're
out.
not always sober. You clearly
Never.
haven't been.
You know what? I have too been for 4 fucking months. Fuck off.
Uh-huh.
You might be for 4 months, but you certainly haven't always
Exactly.
been.
No.
So it's not
Over
not
3
out of the
years, no,
realm.
but I have been for 4 fucking months. So fuck
Okay,
off.
but it's not out of the realm
if
of
you don't think I
possibility
am.
to think that you were drunk.
Fuck off. You don't think I am. Fuck you.
No, sci-fi, please chill, dude. Seriously.
See,
No, I'm not gonna chill.
Nobody
Well, I
that
just
isn't
was a suggestion.
talk like that.
I'm not even asking. It's a suggestion, Christ. Jesus.
Take your suggestion and shove it up your fucking arse.
How far do you
Right.
want, though?
Obviously, something is going on. What's the matter?
Because I'm tired of getting fucking second guessed.
Well,
I never did that. I never did that. I never second guessed you at
please,
all.
Mikey,
I don't even know you really well.
Mikey,
Yeah.
let me
Yes.
and JP's, please, you guys be quiet. Let me talk to Sci-Fi for a minute. Sci-Fi, you know I love you, man. But right now, you don't sound like the guy I know. You seem like something's either really bugging you.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit bugging me. The fact that I actually tried to fucking meet somebody and actually tried to fucking make a fucking friendship and almost got fucking killed because of it. I got stabbed in the neck. I got my fucking shit fucking crushed the fuck out of me in my neck. Yeah! Something fucking happened.
I'm very sorry that happened to you. I didn't realize it was still you were still recovering from it. I know
I'm
that
not
that's my own
recovering
fault.
physically.
Is it painful?
What you mean when it comes to fucking talking to people, Bird?
Is it painful in general? I don't. I'm asking.
No. I fucking recovered physically. And thank God I did. If this would have been anybody smaller than me, they probably would have been fucking killed.
Okay, so by saying physically, then you're telling me that you haven't recovered emotionally.
Yes, I have recovered, but not emotionally. Physically, I have.
Are you talking to somebody?
What do you mean?
Like a counselor or a therapist?
You know what? The last time I tried to talk to somebody like that, the motherfucker didn't have my best interest at heart. All they want to do is get their fucking hourly fee and get the fuck out of the office. Fuck the dumb shit.
There's lots and lots of therapists out there. If you had a bad experience with one, you should probably try again.
Fuck the dumb shit.
I say this as somebody who myself has spoken to a counselor many a times.
Have you ever had a fucking knife through your neck?
Have you ever had 2 inches of your spine exposed to the air?
I'm sure I would have if this motherfucker would have had his way.
So let's not go down have we ever, because we've both lived through some terrible things. Okay, it's not exactly the same as yours. Yours
But
isn't the
they
same as
were
mine.
comparable. Yeah, they're comparable.
But so that's never gonna find somebody that's been exactly down
they're
the path.
comparable, Rude. Yes, they're very comparable.
Well, are they comparable? Because
I don't know. I mean, I had a fucking knife in my neck.
it's not a debate over who got it worse, right? That doesn't really matter. The point is, I think that you just flat out told me you haven't recovered emotionally, and
No, I don't think I ever will. I don't think I ever will.
Well, you
because-
certainly aren't going to if you don't try to talk to somebody about it.
Who the fuck am I supposed to talk about? Somebody that don't give a fuck? No, I can't talk to somebody.
Well, no, obviously somebody who doesn't give a fuck isn't going to help you. But just because one therapist had a bad experience,
No, and to me that means all therapists because fuck
well,
them.
that's the problem. I mean, do you understand that's not a logical extrapolation to make?
It is to
Because-
me.
Listen,
It is to me.
Jay, I
Well-
want to say something dear and from my heart. Now that what I'm about to say, you're probably not going to like it at all. You could have taken what happened to you as a learning lesson. As a learning lesson, something that somebody taught you, and changed your attitude completely. But it seems like you have not.
Really? I haven't. Have you seen my channel lately? Yes, it actually has some.
Are you there?
I don't know. The guy was talking to me. I don't know where it went.
I'm sorry if you're speaking, I'm not hearing anything. Is anybody there?
Yeah, I can
I'm
still
here,
hear you,
Bird.
Bird.
Yeah, I'm still here, Bird.
Okay.
Hey, Bird, I just want to say one quick thing. Listen, sci-fi.
Yeah,
Look,
but
you know what's important? I apologize for the things I said to you, so okay? So I'm going to say that up front. The other thing I want to say to you is I'm praying for you because I understand, that something did terrible emotionally and mentally and spiritually, physically happen to you. I can understand that, okay? So I'm saying prayers for you the whole time. But first thing you should know is thankful that you're alive. Be thankful, right?
hey, I
You survived it. You survived
Yeah.
it, and that's important. right?
Exactly.
And what you
That's-
can do, from that point on, is help yourself become, to feel much better overall.
And I do that
by
every
doing
day.
what you do. Well, there you go. So, why, eventually the bitterness will go away. My wife and I always tell people that when they feel really bad, I hate
You
to
know
start
what? I
kinda
can get
really saying
over.
this.
Here's
Well,
the
I'm
thing.
sorry.
I can get over what happened.
Yeah.
But fuck the dumb shit.
We always say leave it in God's hands. That's what we
No,
say.
I say fuck the dumb shit.
All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Bird. That's what I wanted to say.
Ivan, do you want to continue talking about it or you want to just move on?
Y'all can move on. It ain't about me, Bird. It's your stream. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's your stream, my friend.
I understand that, but I don't like it when my
fine,
friends
Bird.
are having problems.
I'm fine, Bird. Go ahead.
Tim, are you here? Tim Possible, paging Tim.
Hey, Tim, it's not the tumor. Hurry.
Tim, if you're trying to talk, we cannot hear you.
Tumor.
Not the tumor.
The tumor.
It's not the tumor.
Well,
Hey, JPs, thank you for saying what you said, man. That was cool. Thank you. I was trying to kind of support what you were saying. But yeah, let's move on. You know what? We should absolutely be happy that we're all alive and well, to an extent, and
You know what? People ask me how I'm doing at the
we're
store.
all
I say, hey, I woke up breathing.
doing.
It's a good day.
And
And most of the time, that's all we
what
can
we're
ask
supposed
for.
to do, and that's take ourselves. Yeah. And I mean, have new life. I mean, Random and his lovely lady are the well, I don't know, Randall. Are you going for like a boy or a girl, or has your wife decided yet?
Hi.
Or what
do you want? What kind of kid do you want when you fucking plant your seed in her?
What?
It's going to be a girl. It's going to be.
It's going to be a girl. It's going to have plenty of colors.
Woohoo!
Okay,
She's gonna break some men's hearts, Randall.
I've got to call this one to a close.
Okay.
I know it's just people got here recently. I want to give people a chance to talk, though. So let's go through, give everyone a chance to say something. Random.
Thank you very much for having me on the panel. It was fun and a good discussion. So once again, thank you very much, and get some
Thank you
sleep.
so much. I'll try.
Joseph, thank you for being on, Joseph. Thank you so much.
Mikey.
Mikey, okay. Well, first of all, Qapla again to you, Brother Bird, for being there for my previous stream, and of course, Resolute, check it out because it's an awesome stream. Gorillas was there. A lot of our other friends were there. It was wonderful.
Feel free to put the link in, Mikey, into the
I
chat.
will. Yes, I will. I'll put it in the private. I'll pull it up, and when the stream ends here, I'll put it in the private chat.
Are you a wrench on the channel?
It's a Mario.
I believe I am. I think yes. Someone gave me the wrench as a moderator, so I should be able to put it in there. Well, what I wanted to say was after I had my stream moved up, I am planning another stream. I hope in the next 2 weeks or so. So, but like I said, I'm waiting for people to give their suggestions and ideas on what I should discuss, and I think I know how to run a stream now. I'm so happy. I'm like, yay! So, yeah, and I definitely am looking forward to a few more people to join the panel so that we can have a spirited discussion, so to speak. You'll usually see me lurking to some of our other friends, streams like Bird of Prey and John DeMarco and then some other people we know. So, yeah, just keep an eye out for me. And a lot of you have already subscribed to my channel, so thank you so much again. I am trying for 17 more subscribers to get to 100, at least that much. And so, yeah, thank you so much again, guys. And good luck to you, Random Menace. You know our prayers are with you and your wife and your newborn girl. So,
Thank you, Mikey.
sure, thank you,
JP's.
Bert. Go ahead, JP's.
What?
Anything you want to say before we go?
Why are you up so early?
I had a really shitty night.
Oh,
I couldn't sleep. I couldn't keep the ventilator on.
Oh crap!
And I woke
The
up,
CPAP crapped out.
No, this is an actual ventilator. But yeah,
Oh,
it was a bad night.
Sorry to hear that, Bird. Sorry, bud.
It's okay.
Well, I'm a night owl. I can't really sleep, so I've been up pretty much all night myself. Our heater's broken, so we gotta.
Your heater's broken. Shit, I got the air conditioner. What the fuck? Where do you live? Antarctica?
No, I live outside of Toronto, Canada.
And you need a heat instead of air conditioner?
Yeah, it's hot up north.
That's it's hot now. But I mean, we have a working AC. But the problem too is that there's a built-in.
I'm
heater.
sorry, JP's. Is anything you want to say before?
Yeah, go ahead, JP's. I'm sorry.
Not really.
Okay.
Joseph, really all good wishes to you in upcoming August.
Appreciate
I don't
it.
know. I don't know how somebody could do that in this day and age, but
hey, Joseph, how's that go?
You'll be successful.
Thank you.
Bye.
I didn't do it.
Anything you want to say before we go?
Hi. Make sure you check out Bird of Prey 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. on the YouTubes. Check out Wordle with Birdle. Renee Lee. All right, check him out. He's a good guy. Check out.
What's up, gangsters?
What is the word?
Everything. I apologize. Birds.
Tim, I'll bring you up in a second.
Hey, there's Timmy. Hey, how you doing, Timmy?
Sorry. Hey, buddy. I didn't want to like demonize your chat. I was trying to get like sound stuff. Like I've been having like problems all night, man. I love you 3000. I think you're a really good dude. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, I'd like the guys the message really 1,000, but you know what?
Fuck off, Sci-Fi Nation. No, I love you too.
I'm not the black guy. What's his name?
Yeah. No, you know I love you too, man. You know I love you too. But great respect for my Birds of Prey guy over here. He's a really good dude, and I appreciate what he does.
Yeah, Bird's awesome. We love Bird of Prey.
Yeah, you're a good dude, man. And just keep up what you're doing. You know, who fuck the haters, forgive my language. God bless. And you're an awesome dude, man. That's it.
I appreciate it. Thanks. Okay, Sci-Fi, sorry for the
Nope, that's all right,
interruption.
Bird. That's all right, Bird. Don't worry about it. But
Please, you got the last word, Sci-Fi. Anything else?
I got the last words. Well, the last words I'm going to say is
Sci-Fi Nation is a closet Relo. Just kidding.
The fuck? Seriously,
Oh,
you're gonna fucking play it like that? No. And what I want to say is, hey,
whatever, bro.
subscribe to Bird of Prey 5.
Okay,
He is the Emperor of Kuroga. Hail Kuroga, motherfuckers.
Whatever, dude.
Hail Kuroga.
Okay.
You know what? You think you got this Raylo shit unlocked? Fuck the dumb shit.
Mikey, post in my chat, Mikey.
Oh, whatever.
Before the stream ends.
I posted it
Not in the private chat. Post in the YouTube chat.
Post it in the YouTube chat, you dank.
You post in the YouTube chat so I can make you a moderator.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Hold on.
And then you can post the link.
Yeah,
in
dank.
the YouTube chat.
Whatever, wanka.
Do it.
Be nice.
Oh,
I got it.
Hi, I am the YouTube
Yabba,
Minister of Propaganda. So if I were to tell you, hey, the best thing about Kuroga is the fact that.
What if I told you the first person?
What if I told you that?
Mikey, just put any word.
I'm trying.
Yeah, that's what you get for trying.
Give me a sec. Okay.
You-
Yeah, there it is. I got it.
Okay, we're waiting.
Okay, Mikey, you are a moderator.
2
And
hours.
it already.
Yeah,
You
I am a
posted just
a
fine.
moderator. Yeah, I am
You
a
are a
moderator.
moderator.
Oi, fucking.
Okay,
bad.
guys. Thank you all for hanging out.
You know what, Bird? You're making me look like Joseph Mengele over here, bud. I'm just saying.
Qapla all Bird and
You're
panel.
not
Bird out.